Yeah. So we were just getting started. Let's do a roll call. So Tiff, if you can help me with the folks in the room or someone there, if Robin or
And I'll just go down the list. Matt Montgomery,
here.
John Doherty,
Here.
Dolly Holland,
Here.
Tiffany Reeves, here. Robin, Stacy May,
Here.
Colin Mosley,
I'm here.
Hannah Mosley, sorry, Hannah Gregory.
She got married.
Oh, goodness, not again. I'm here.
Rachel Adams,
Here.
Jennifer Hayes,
Here.
David Dudlinger.
Here.
Okay, I think that's got it. That's everybody.
All right. First item then is to review and approve the minutes. If everybody's had a chance to look at that, if I could get a motion.
I'll make a motion
John,
to approve.
Thank you. Dolly, can you second that?
I'll second that.
All right. So with the three of us, motion carries. Next, the finance reports. Colin,
Yes,
what can I
sir.
give you a hard time about this month?
Let's see what we can do. So September 2025 was a good month. We ended at the end of the month with 23 expended on our overall budget. We were at 26% in the prior year. Our admin costs were at 28% compared to 20% in the prior year. Our adult expenditures were 31% and we were at 35% in the prior year. Our dislocated worker program has been 13% compared to 18% in the prior year. Let's see, our youth was at 25% compared to 21% in the prior year. And our work experience was a little over halfway there at $114,981.16. We're progressing fine on that. Then our August Equus invoice was paid out officially near the end of October there, about around the 20th. Then it's not on there, but our September Equus invoice was already paid out. I forget which day that was. It'll officially be on the next, on the October report, what that timeline was. But that has already been paid and we're working on the October drawdown right now. So.
I know for the couple that like on the adult that we're drifting above because we're a quarter of the way through our fiscal year, right? With at the end of September, are you already planning on doing a transfer from one to the other to kind of cover that?
Well, Matthew, so right now, it's not on my radar to actually do that because we're still working through the transfer we made on the 271 DW25. That's the
Okay.
grant for disability worker. We're still got about 400,000 left in that. And then when we received our NFA from for the dislocated worker and adult, the adult was almost more than the dislocated worker grant we received. And so we'll probably want to do like a smaller transfer, but it's not like an urgent thing. We've got plenty of funds that'll most likely carry us till the end of this fiscal year. So that's what we.
June timeframe, you think?
Yeah.
Before we just look at the transfer.
Right. Yep.
Okay. And are you feeling any changes or reductions that like are hearing any rumblings of that from whether it's Doge or something else coming, or are we pretty well locked in?
I haven't heard anything else. No, I'm just, whenever we do these draws, I submit those reports and there's no new information that I have.
Okay.
Anything else on this report right here?
I know you always call out that we're on our youth trajectory. I think that I don't remember the numbers exactly, but that for our required youth percentages, we're good there.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to spend 225,000 and some change by the end of this fiscal year.
Oh,
And
there it
we're
is. Sorry.
halfway there, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Thinking
We're halfway there, and we're only a quarter through the quarter or a quarter through the year. Okay, great. No, great.
Yeah. As of the October invoice from Equus, that on their budget, they've got about 170,000 more that they're gonna spend by the end of this year, so we'll be there.
Okay. No, I have no questions. Dolly, John, do you guys have any questions?
I'm happy with our church.
Okay. And then I will just direct you to the last page. We did add these other funds that we have available to us. Just in the same format as all of the WIOA grants that we have had. I added the Putting Up Kentuckians First grant, the BGCAP, NDWG grant, and then the trade training. In October, we're gonna add, we do have a new trade grant that's $27,000. And this last one did just expire. We spent pretty much everything, in case management, and just a little bit remaining in benefits on that, but we do have the new one. And then we also, I need to add that storm grant that we're gonna start expending on too. That's $760,000. I'll add that to this list in the October report.
Is that storm?
Yeah, the Kentucky storms, they gave us that to supplement wages and things for folks.
In the storms that happened in March and April, the state had applied for a national dislocated worker grant to help with that. And we technically got 670,000 for it. And what it is I went around, I'm working with all the fiscal courts so that it'll help alleviate some of the burden for their new hires. They'll be doing OJTs. So right now, we've got one, correct me if I'm wrong, Jennifer, but one in Estill. We've got an OJT in Estill and in Mercer. I know that Rowley's up there today because Judge Williams in Bourbon County had a few more questions on the process. And we've got to touch base back with Franklin County on the process because there's a little confusion with.
It's gonna happen for this.
Yeah, and it'll be for the new hires that the fiscal courts have, right? Because the whole purpose of the grant is kind of to alleviate some of the burden on the fiscal courts whenever it comes to storm grants, the counties.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that tip. I did say 760. It's
Yeah.
673. Yeah. So, yeah, that's where we're at on.
I'm really happy with the grants and the grant work there. I mean, that was something for a long time we weren't eligible to do, right? And so you guys are just cranking on these. Yeah, no, I'm really happy to see all the grant work.
That's what me and Jennifer were talking about yesterday. We've got more different funding streams than we've ever had. So it's good.
Yeah, it's really good. And so one of the questions I guess I would see there is, I know the admin costs are slightly above 25%. I mean, that's just my, 4-quarter kind of bar there. But is some of that admin cost, is it related to any of these grants, or are we, I just want to make sure, like, we aren't going to be like, if we're 3% over now, that we're not going to be 12% over at the end of the year.
We shouldn't be. We did have a little bit extra, it seemed like in September in admin costs, but, like this does just kind of fluctuate.
Okay.
So I don't see any concern on it.
Yeah. But again, I don't want to take away from celebrating that we're eligible for all these grants now, and we haven't in the past. And I know early on there was, we were trying to dedicate some time, and writing grants is hard, but you guys have figured that out. I mean, whatever it is that you're doing to write these grants and set it up for success to win these, again, kudos, because I know that these are time-consuming exercises to get them. So good work. All right. Do we need a vote on this one, right? To approve the finance reports for the August and or for September?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Right. Dolly, can I get a second?
As soon as I can unmute myself, yes, sir, I second that.
Thank you. And then with 3 of us, that carries. Thank you. Thanks, Colin. So next we've got the dates for the finance committee meetings.
Look through all these. Checking.
Yeah, these are fine for me. I think what we had talked about though, so I'm just not renewing for my fourth term, right? So my official piece will be done in April. But Tiff and I have talked about this, that, we'll have an election later in the year, we'll get the new person on, and then I can stay for at least these finance committee meetings, right? And kind of help be just a mentor if that person wants it, needs it, right? To kind of help talk through if nothing else, to be another person to talk about all the acronyms. But
Now, Stacy, correct me if I'm wrong, but on the meeting on the 3rd is whenever we'll get everything out there about the role and all that, of what the finance committee is.
Correct. We'll highlight the process. We can take nominations at that point. And I will also follow up with an email to everyone requesting nominations, just in case people aren't comfortable either nominating themselves or someone else in the meeting. But I'll send out an email to follow up on that, and then we'll proceed with the process. What I'll try to do is draw out like kind of a graphic timeline that we can maybe put in the agenda or the upcoming packet for people to kind of understand how the process will work. That may help a little bit.
yeah. And Stacey, if you want to include my contact information just in the email to say that I'm happy to talk to anybody if they have questions about how much time does it take, what the responsibilities are, that sort of thing. Happy to do that.
Actually, yeah, I would love to do that. I would also, Matt, if you don't mind, like to send the volunteer description of your position to you, so you can make kind of highlights and changes in there, because it was kind of drafted out before we actually had something solidified, just to kind of give an idea, and
Sure.
it may or may not be accurate. So I would like,
Okay.
from your point of view, to have that
Yeah,
information.
no, happy to do that. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Give Colin a hard time. I mean, that's bullet number one.
Ask for more graphs, more lines, more explanations.
That's right.
Great. All right. Thank you.
And Matt, I assume you'll be attending the December 3rd meeting, correct?
I will, yes.
Okay, I would love to have a spot where you verbalize, as well as, having it written, but verbalize to the group what the expectations are.
Oh, yeah, no, that's happy to do that. Yeah, happy to do that.
Thank you.
All right. So I would say that for me, these dates, are fine. I mean, it's even assuming if I was extending all the way through. But Dolly, John, any concerns or what you see there so far?
I think it looks good.
All right.
I'm good.
So let's get a motion then to approve these dates.
I'll make a motion to approve the dates
you,
for the
Dolly.
finance committee meetings.
And I will say,
Thank you. Okay, so that carries with the three of us. Very good. All right. Any other discussion, anything open discussion we want to talk through? You were talking SETA, maybe? Was that a topic?
Yes. So we had talked about, I think at the executive committee meeting, of having a number, you know what I mean, to discuss with you all about how many that we feel would be okay to go with the budget that we have.
Yep.
College looked at everything.
Yeah, I'll pitch in here. So, we budgeted for, professional development trips and that sort of thing for staff of $25,000. At the end of October, we had spent almost 9,000. So we had 16,000 left still in that pot. And then for board travel, we've got 14,000 and we've spent about, 14.32 and 14 cents. So we've still got easily, $13,000 available. So we could send up to 4 people easily. For the board, non-staff, we could send non-staff, we could send board staff, or board members easily, 4 of them, for that. And then as far as staff goes, We've got plenty of room there to send 3 or 4. We were looking at, just for an example, in this fall setup, which was in Biloxi, I did just an example, a couple of them were around, so for Tiffany, her total trip was $2,336.09. So just under $2,400. Going to Orlando in the spring would probably be a little bit more expensive, I would guess. But this Biloxi was 4 nights in a hotel. The hotel itself was about $930.
Do we know the hotel costs on this one?
But,
They haven't released it yet.
They haven't.
Yeah.
Orlando scares me as far as hotels.
yeah,
And
So-
per diem and the flights and everything to Orlando are gonna be expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
On the, when you say 4 people, is it 2 people to fall, 2 people to spring, or is it 4 people to the, like, I apologize.
for this specific one in the spring. I
Yeah.
think if
Okay.
you want to do 4 people, we've got plenty available that we could do that.
And then fall will also fall under the other budget, because we'll have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, right.
For just this one coming. Now, I do know that, the childcare initiative, was picked as one of the sessions, so Debbie Link with the Child Care Council is a key role in that, so, because we're doing like a panel with it, so Debbie will be going.
So Debbie's one of the 4. but-
Yeah, and Judge Bottoms has expressed, and she's with Bull County, has expressed that she wanted to go.
Yeah, I want her.
So,
Yeah, and
So-
Judge Bottoms she's taking a more senior role, I know, for the ad. I mean, she seems to be very vocal and good. Like, she helped us with some of the, committee stuff here. So yeah, I mean, that seems perfect. Does she count as our board staff? So does she count against our number? Or do the Leos have a different budget?
no, she go within
She
that,
counts
yeah.
as a board member.
Board,
So-
okay, yeah. So we'd be asking for 2 more people, which, I mean, I don't think we've ever sent 4 board members before, but that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I think that sounds good. It's not my world, right? So I've gone to the National Workforce Board meeting, but I've not gone to SETA, right? But I mean, John, do you typically go? Do we need to reserve Dolly? Do you time for the executive team?
I'm always up to go if there is funds, but I'm always that person that said, if we need other people to go or there's no funds, I will duck out.
Yeah.
Same here.
And then let's keep in mind, like, we will have, our Leo governing board meeting on the 17th. December 17th, right? I think that's what it is. And the Leos always get first pick, you know what I mean? And the only 2 Leos that's ever went that I know of, Judge West went to Biloxi, and Judge Bottoms had went maybe a year and a half ago, maybe.
Okay.
So we don't have a bunch of Leos typically that say, oh, I want to go. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It makes sense for me that we would prioritize Debbie first, Judge Bottoms maybe second then, and then kind of,
Give
Or,
Leo's.
yeah, I
option.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But that feels pretty good.
If I could offer just a couple observations, I don't mean to overstep my role, but, certainly like, I would think it's great to have Leos going with board members, so, I mean, I would encourage John, Matt, whatever, don't necessarily back out just because there's some Leos going, I mean, we want that communication, we need to have that communication there. And then the only other thing that I would say in terms of, board staff, if you have 4 members going, to make sure that there's like, that in advance you picked out or looked at the agenda to ensure that staff members are assigned to different sessions. That provide, just provide a little bit of justification and accountability to ensure that we're not doubling up like multiple staff members going to the same session. That kind of defeats the purpose of sending multiple staff.
Yeah, we've always done it that way. We always come together. And typically the individuals on board support staff that get to go is because they've got chosen for a session.
Oh, they're presenting or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys should present on grant writing.
Well, our most recent hire with Rachel. Rachel does have an extensive background in grant writing, so, yeah.
Well, I said that out loud that I'm like, I don't know if we want other people to be better at it so that we win less. So maybe not. That's only 50% kidding.
Step back and just tell everybody that this is a really difficult thing, it's really hard, probably not worth your effort, you know, just that, it's a hard
Perfect.
deal.
Yeah. You don't want to do it. But if you see them, send it to us and we'll evaluate it for you first.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the third, then, you said it was a 17th meeting for
Well,
the deal?
what I figured that we would do, and this is just how it is in my head, it might not work out right, but on the third, we would take, names that want to go, right? Because we've always done that. But we've always let them know too, if the Leos would like to go, would be, you know what I mean, they get first
We
dibs.
don't oversell.
Yes, yeah. So, the only ones that really said that they wanted to go was Judge Bottoms, and that's just because she is, I can't remember her current role on the ad executive committee, but eventually she will be the ad chair. And she's trying to learn more about all the departments, you know what I mean, and all that, so.
And she is on our Leo.
Yeah, she's on our Leo governance board, so.
Yeah. She's perfect.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so we would say that we have 2 potential seats,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be, you know, whoever puts their name in the hat, then we'll have to do.
Yeah.
Right,
So then just email me, just like normal, we'll gather all the names together and then.
so yeah, so I'm kind of excited, it's the Child Care Initiative, and then, Hannah submitted one, for quality assurance, and a lot of people, like, Hannah's just there in the background, like her and Rachel are a whole lot in the background. But that quality assurance, that data validation, making sure the monitoring's done and things like that, that's what makes sure we don't have disallowed costs. So they, you know, quality position is definitely one of the unsung heroes of WIOA. Cause they make sure that, like I said, they cross-check everything, so,
Mhm.
so yeah.
Oh, very good. Do you need anything from us on that? I mean, I think we're all aligned, but do you need a vote on that or anything you need?
No, because you all already voted before,
Okay.
to say yes, that board staff could go, support, board members and all that stuff can go. We just, on this one was just a follow-up to make sure what a number was.
Yeah,
So,
great. All right. Any other discussion? Anything else we need to talk
Yeah.
about?
Some of the people showed up a little bit later, Hannah's birthday's today.
Oh, happy birthday, Hannah. You're finally old enough to drink.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm 35 again.
There we go.
Old and strong.
You probably don't want us to sing, but we will.
Somebody else is gonna lead this off.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, dear.
dear Hannah.
Happy birthday
Birthday to you.
you.
Which with the
Many
delays
more.
on team, that was pretty epic. That was like almost singing in a round.
Well done.
That's awesome. I'm glad that's on the public record.
I thought we had to record it.
Yeah, it's going live on Facebook.
I love it.
Oh, very good. Anything else? If not, well, thank you all very much, and thanks for the time and the effort and putting all this together. I know that's a lot of work, but can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you, John. Second, Dolly, seconds.
Second.
Thank you. And so with the three of us, that passes and we are adjourned. But everybody have a great day. And again, thanks for all you do. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Matt.
Everyone.
Thanks.
Yeah.